Hey, welcome back to Kingdom 360 with your host, the Grand Inquisitor Zane Venturi. Now, today's topic, I had a friend who rang me up today. She's actually a follower of Kingdom 360, and she was calling me and she was telling me how much she misses her ex-boyfriend. And cut a long story short, they were together for 7-8 years, and all of a sudden he decides that he's met someone else and doesn't want to know her anymore. And and she's telling me that she's really getting these feelings of loneliness and she misses him. And I said to her, look, in the end of the day, you've got to understand this. The whole thing about loneliness is like a hole. It's a hole that's inside you. And sometimes we use other people just to fill that hole. When they're gone, guess what? That hole reappears. What do? Now, the way Kingdom 360 looks at it is this. That if there is a hole there, then you fill it yourself. Do not rely on someone else to fill that hole. Have you ever heard of that saying where somebody meets another person and they say, "You complete me"? No. That's not a good idea. You should only complete yourself. You should not need someone else to complete you. If there is that hole and a void and you're feeling lonely, then you need to fill that hole yourself. You need to empower yourself so you don't have those feelings. Ultimately, those feelings are there because you truly are not connected with yourself. You're not connected with your soul. You do not know yourself. When you know yourself, these emotions, they just don't exist. They just don't, because you complete yourself. Therefore, you can enjoy yourself with whoever you decide to be with. And if they decide that at one point they want to get up and leave, so be it. So be it. Let them stroll the universe finding or trying to find that person that they feel like filling a hole within themselves. Ultimately, they also have a hole. They've used you to fill that hole, and then they've said, "Oh, I found someone else. Let me swap hole." And that's all that's going on. Just swapping, finding someone else, swapping, putting you but to one side. And also because some people also tend to have an ego, and when they go around, "Oh, look at me, look at how many people like me or love me," as soon as you move on and you cease contact with these, and I call them toxic people, and then you go on that route of self-discovery. And what's happened is when somebody has sort of let go of you for somebody else, you feel very devalued as a person. You feel very devalued, and you can be emotionally vulnerable. And again, you need to rebuild yourself so that you don't rely on anybody to feel that confidence. So when they walk out, you don't feel that devaluation. It don't exist. You can enjoy your life with somebody else. And ultimately, that's what they're doing. They're giving you an opportunity to meet other people. And it can be quite a beautiful and empowering thing when someone walks out and then you find somebody else to enjoy your time with. That can be very empowering if you don't feel that rejection, because they're rejecting themselves but trying to throw the rejection on you. They devalue themselves but trying to throw the devaluation on you. If you don't accept the devaluation or don't accept that you are rejected, it comes full 360. Full 360. Remember that loneliness doesn't exist out there. It exists in here. Devaluation doesn't exist out there. It exists in here. So when you get that feeling of devaluation, that other person has triggered it. by firing an emotional bullet, if you will, and you feel devalued. But if you can generate your own energy, do not rely on other people's energy, you are empowered. You are very much empowered, and that's what Kingdom 360 is about. Everything, all the scenarios, to be honest, they all exist in your head. And if you can conquer that with that which resides within you and turn the tables on it, therefore you then become empowered. And that's the most important thing. Do not rely on anybody to fill the gaps in you, the missing pieces in you. You fulfill them yourself. And they're teaching you an important lesson. In fact, they've pointed out, you know what, there's holes in you, and I'm going to exploit them. I'm going to push them and prod them, and you're going to feel pain. But the reason you're feeling pain is, to be honest, that pain, that emotion doesn't belong to you. That's why you're feeling it. To vanquish them, know thyself. Begin that journey of knowing thyself. And things like loneliness, they're just a figment of your imagination. It truly is. Devaluation, again, a figment. When you reach that higher state of consciousness, and that's what we're all fighting for. And people, when they talk about higher state of consciousness, they don't understand. What does that mean? When you go on the road, a higher state of consciousness means a higher state of empowerment. You're empowered within yourself, and that is a very, very attractive thing, and people are very attracted to souls that are empowered within themselves, because they can generate energy and love, and also accept and recirculate energy and love, and everything comes round to a 360, you know. And so my final thoughts are, if you're feeling lonely, do not rely on other people, because sometimes you can accept negative people into your life just to fill that gap, because the feeling of what they may do to you outweighs the feeling of negativity, and that's never a good thing. Do not accept pain and suffering from others who inflict it on you. And if you're feeling that loneliness, that's a sign that you need to go on that spiritual journey for empowerment. Now, please help support the channel by watching and clicking all the advertised links and videos, and press like and please subscribe to the channel. This all helps the channel grow and spread them. And in the end of the day, all we want to do is spread the message and help empower people to become in a higher, enlightened, happy state of mind. So with that, guys and girls, I'll be seeing you.